and Christian trying to master the Rasen ring, because it's really hard to use. He is going to use it in close range most of the time. He can only create a small one, though. After Naruto and Christian both learn what their elements are, even though Christian already knew it. Christian says, Kakashi says, what's up? Christian says, I need to reach the peak of shape transformation. He says, I want to make a ring out of it instead of a shuriken, because Naruto wants to create a shuriken. I want to create a ring out of it. He goes, that's smart. Christian tries to cut the waterfall to make it look like a thing. Try and make it look like a ring. And after a while, he finally makes it into a giant... Christian says, alright, Naruto, let's clash our small ones. Christian says, Rasen ring! Naruto says, Wind-style Rasengan! They both clash with both their hands exploding with so much power. Christian goes, ow! That actually hurt! Then they both pull out their strongest jutsu. Naruto goes, Christian goes, so then they both clash, creating a tectonic explosion. Literally, like, the whole thing is gone. When Sakura walks over, she gets sent flying back. Naruto gets sent like Naruto and Christian both get flying back. They go going hitting the ground. He goes Christian says, that actually hurt a lot. Christian says, I guess the damage is kind of reduced when it's clashed with the same amount of strong attacks. Christian says, let's go. But then they get an alert that Asuma is dead. Christian goes, Asuma Sarutobi is dead? Naruto says, and the next day, Shikamaru would go out for revenge, along with his team and Kakashi. Why did you name me this way? Why? So when they're there, Naruto finally doesn't master, but he knows how to use Rasen Shuriken about 3 times. So basically, when they get ready, he says, let's go! And it's Naruto, Sasuke, and Christian rushing off. Sakura doesn't need to come, because she's got things to do at the medical place. They all go off, they go, shing, 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 going off. He goes, ah! When Team 8 is destroyed, I mean Team 10 is destroyed, the three of them arrive going, Christian says, I'll handle Kakazu for now. We can finish him off after. So, out of nowhere, we get this happening. Whoa. Okay, I am so confused, bro. How did Pain happen if Pain was dead, and if Nagato never went evil, and Pain was controlling, and Nagato's controlling Pain? How is this even possible in that other universe? You know, where Mito Kushina are still alive? How did that even happen? I'm gonna do an internet, and I'm gonna do a book. So basically he would, Chris would start to fight Kakazu. He says, alright, time to use my real techniques. He goes, activating the Namikaze lightning. He goes, with increased strength, speed, defense, and chakra maneuverable. He goes, he doesn't even stand a chance. Kakazu doesn't stand a chance against him. He goes, absolutely destroying him. He says, no, Naruto. They both put their hands together. Christian says, Rasen ring. Sasuke says, Kadon, Gokaku. Shooting at the sky. Naruto says, why'd you shoot at the sky? Christian says, don't worry. Sasuke says, Chidori. Then puts his hand up in the air. He goes, Christian says, Kakashi, get back. Tell Team 10 to get back too. They all get back. Sasuke says, with a thunderclap, be gone. Christian says, great Rasen. He says, Rasen ring. Throwing the Rasen ring. Oh, actually, rushing in. Naruto would go in with his, and they'd both go, ah! Smashing it right into Kakuzu, destroying him. Going, ah! Then the Kirin finally erases him. Christian says, nice guys. Naruto's arm would get wrecked. Christian's wouldn't though, because of how easy his jutsu is used. Christian says, ha, let's go. I did it. Christian says, we did it. I didn't want to say I did it because like it's kind of dumb. We did it, we did it, we did it. They go, yeah. Then out of nowhere, but then Shikamaru would defeat Hidan. So I'm gonna say that pain does exist because somehow he exists when Nagato was still alive. It was perfectly fine. So one day while they're all in the Leaf Village, training, it's pretty fine. They're not really doing anything. Christian wants to learn Sage Mode, so he asks Minato where he can go. Minato teleports into Mount Miyaboku, Naruto coming along, and so does Naruto and Taruto. They all want to learn Sage Mode, because it's really a really good power. They all go... After a while of trying to absorb nature energy, it's working. They have absorbed so much nature energy that they can use it. They have unlocked Sage Mode. But then, out of nowhere, the Leaf Village would be attacked by Pain. Christian says, what the? Nagato says, what the? How is Pain attacking? I am Pain, and I'm not attacking. He goes, what the? Out of nowhere, they'd have to be trained. All of them would have to have a toad to them. Chris would say, alright. He throws out, Naruto, gets Garatora. Not Garatora, the dude with the swords. Naruto gets the one with the shield, so does Taruto. Christian gets Gamabunta. He says, alright. Then, when the Holy Village is destroyed, honestly, like, they can't do a lot. The four Uzumaki twins all come in. They go, dun, 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 dun. Jiraiya says, they've really come far. All three of them say, all four of them go, ah! And they all rush in. Christian says, Namikaze lightning! He goes, ah! But they haven't gotten in. They don't even see him yet. Then, out of nowhere, they see Minako and Kushino fighting Pain. They're getting destroyed. Out of nowhere, Pain would go for a Black Rod Strike on Kushino, and the other Path of Pain would go and stab Minako. Out of nowhere, Naruto and Christian would appear, blocking with a kunai. They go, Christian says, who the hell do you think you are to come into our village and attack us like you are? And grabs Pain's arm and slams him to the ground. He goes, you make one simple move and I'll break your arm. Then I'll make you feel so much pain that your name won't even exist anymore, and your name won't even mean anything. He goes and breaks Pain's arm. One of the Pain's past arm. He goes, oh, you're the mechanic one. You're the robot type. Rips it off. He goes, well, guess what? You're done now. He says, Rasengan Barrage. Destroying him. He goes, out of nowhere, one of the Pains rushes at Kushina. Kushina can't really... Well, out of nowhere, he'd go after her. Christian says, we're not fast enough. Out of nowhere, Kushina says, frying pan attack! And hits the pane all the way back. Christian says, nice! But then all the panes would rush. 4 panes would rush at her. Minato would try and jump in the way, but he'd just be repelled back. Out of nowhere, they hear, Rasengan! Destroying all the panes. Destroying those panes. They go, Orewa! The 4 Uzumakis. Christian says, Kadon! Okakyu! There's only 1 pane left. But then, that pane summoned the King of Hell to heal them all. And there's a barrier so they can't do anything. He gets healed. They all get healed back to full strength. Christian goes, dang it! Christian says, Sasuke'd say, don't forget me! Sakura jumps in saying, me too! He says, well done everybody, let's go! Christian fights the Diva Path, aka the main one. He goes, and it's just destroying that pain. That pain doesn't stand a chance with Namikaze Lightning plus Sage Mode. He goes, Christian with his swift movements is easily destroying that pain. Sakura goes, cha, crushing the summoning path's heart, destroying it. Then they go, Christian kicks the pain, the Diva Path pain, so he goes, falling to the ground. Christian says, paralyzing kunai, and uses his own chakra to increase it by a minute, so he's stuck for a minute. He goes, freezing him. He goes, oh. Christian says, now for the King of Hell one. Christian says, that's the one that Sasuke is just destroying him. He doesn't even stand a chance. Christian says, Sasuke, get ready to do it. He says, right. Christian grabs one of the pains and throws them all into a... Everyone punches them to the middle. Christian says, throwing a paralyzing kunai, freezing them all for a couple of seconds. For about 10 seconds. For about 20 seconds. Dominic says, Kadon! I mean, not Dominic. Sasuke says, Kadon! Christian says, Kadon! Gogakyu! Then, when the pains are finally freed, Christian, all 4 of them bind him up with the chakra chains. They go, you're not going anywhere. Christian says, Sasuke, now! Sasuke would launch it down. He goes, He goes, but then they'd release their chakra chain so they don't get the impact of the damage. He goes, Christian says, no, Naruto! He goes, charging up a humongous Rasengan. Well, actually, it's a Rasen ring. He goes, Naruto says, Rasen Shuriken! Taruto says, Flying Thunder... No, he says... Taruto develops a new Rasengan called Rasen Beam. He says, Rasen Beam! He goes, Naruto would go from behind going, Sha! Crushing the pains below. Then they launch their jutsus, going, incinerating and disintegrating the pain.